Good Sunday morning, everybody. Welcome back to me drawing every day for a year. This is week number 33. Wow, we're almost there. So let's get into it. This first spread is of a series of stacked boxes in my studio. It was simply an exercise of me trying to get the proportions right of these boxes and to get a fair representation of the perspective. And I think I did a fairly good job of it. Looking at this drawing now, it occurs to me that I'm using the fountain pen and a positive line method. I'm a self-taught artist, so I don't know all the technical terms, but I'm depicting these boxes by drawing the outlines of each of these objects. And it occurs to me right now and in all these subsequent drawings that I did this week that I could convey objects in another manner, more in a negative space, meaning that I could outline the negative space, for example this area here, to define the positive object. So actually, let's do that right now. So instead of outlining, I'll just sort of do some basic cross-hatching. So I'll start here using my Eco TWSBI fountain pen broad nib. TWSBI, if you're seeing this or hearing about this, and if you need to sponsor anybody, I'm here for you. So instead of drawing the positive of that box, I could cross-hatch the negative area to define the positive area. I'm not too sure how well that idea worked out because it kind of got blurry here. The this projection of the cardboard box lid there is in shadow already, and by coloring in the negative space, it kind of blurs that boundary. So it's an idea, you know, I'm still working on it. I still have to refine it in future drawings, but yeah, I think it's worth pursuing in future drawings. The next spread is of two different environments. This forklift is at work, and I did it over a lunch period. And the ubiquitous hot dog stand here in Toronto. You'll find them on every street corner in downtown Toronto. And it's a fairly standard setup, same kind of cart, just different roofing system for each of them. And looking at it now, it might actually make a good painting series. I'm still hunting for my next painting series, and the hot dog stand might be it. I could tell you just by the lack of marks on this spread that it was probably a late night drawing. I had to get something done, and this I believe was taken from the Facebook Daily Drawing Challenge group page. They have a reference photo, and that reference photo was a sculpted head in clay of this, I think it was a female. I made it look more like a male, but anyways, then I kind of delved into how do you convey stonework, chiseled stonework. So I have this idea in my head right now of painting a self-portrait and depicting myself sort of made out of stone, chiseled stone. So that I'm still playing around with it. How do I even paint chiseled stone? So that I'm working through that in my mind, and I'll try to run some experiments and show you them in a future video. This next spread, sorry for the bleed through. It came from the following spread. But anyways, I'm fascinated by these monolithic boulders that are located at the Ryerson University Student Quad. Last week I did a few drawings of these boulders from a different perspective, and I came back to this on this day to draw some more boulders. I'm really fascinated about conveying texture, and how do I convey texture without paint and without color, just through fountain pen. And I'm still working on different ways of putting down line. I think it turned out quite successful, and I'll probably be going back to the Ryerson Quad to draw some more boulders. Again, that is possibly another painting series right there. All these ideas are coming out right now. It's quite interesting what drawing could do for you, and it gives you ideas for me at least, for paintings. This is a drawing at work done over lunch. Usually my coworker Elmer sits in that chair and he takes a nap, but he wasn't there that particular day, so I just drew the chair and the surrounding boxes. This was an interesting spread, self-portraits done over 2 days, and I had a actually better idea, a better image in my brain of what these slits of self-portraits would do, can do, should have done. I'll probably revisit this type of format of compressing myself into these tight spaces. I wanted the imagery to reflect that crampedness, but it didn't work out too much there. So I'll have to exaggerate perhaps some poses to fit myself into that closed space. And I also wanted to fill out the backspace, and naturally, because I had done the boulder drawing in the previous spread, I thought, why not convey rock strata throughout the whole thing, and then, you know, skeletons embedded in each of the strata. I kind of like the idea. I'm not too sure the execution worked, but I'll definitely revisit this idea in another spread. I was at my sister's place. Normally I get a lot of sketching done at my sister's place because it's just myself, my dad, and a whole house to sketch from. But the reason why I went there is because my sister adopted a puppy. I wouldn't call him really a puppy. He's a 60-pound dog, but he is a very young dog, very active, and liked to chew my sketchbook. So I didn't get much sketching done. I only got some sketches of Theo when he was down on the floor napping, and this is his dog crate, and hopefully he'll sort of grow out of his friskiness and just calm down a bit, and so I'll get more drawings of him in the future. Because I was unhappy with the production I got at my sister's place, I came home fairly late at night and wanted to do one more drawing to sort of end off the week on a high note, and I just got a bunch of gloves and drew that. It worked out fairly well. The reason initially why I picked gloves is because I like their bulkiness, the chunkiness of it, and hopefully this conveys the mass of each of those gloves. So that's it. This is week number 33. Thank you for joining me. I hope you got something out of this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Have a great week. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.